All right, so we just got to Starbucks. We're waiting for our wedding client to get here, and then we'll proceed with our meeting, go over the details. This particular client is getting married at Oswego Hills Winery. Hi.
Stephanie.
Alex, nice to meet you.
Justin.
How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Find it okay?
Yep.
How you guys doing?
Good. You?
Getting there. Today is it worked out perfect because I can't even say it right, but it's like Aquebec Falls, our estates. That's over pretty much from here all the way over in Silverton or something like that. So I have a wedding meeting over there. So that's why I said, well, if they can meet me on Saturday, because I'm out in like Troutdale. So I have the meeting over there right after this. So it's going from here, like pretty much now, just straight to Silverton. So, yeah. What do you guys have any questions for me first, or anything you guys kind of looked at?
I'm sure you'll probably cover them anyway.
Yeah, I'll let you guys kind of know what you guys are looking for, kind of what you've seen at other weddings, what you like, what you absolutely don't like.
So I'm probably not in the loop, but what do you know about our wedding first of all? I mean, we're going to be at Oswego Hills.
Yes, and I do about 5 weddings there a year, so I've done lots of different situations and stuff like that. So
So have you been up there recently and seen his new event?
No, not yet, because it's not done. And actually, soon as he's done with his event center, then I'm actually gonna go do videography for him, and so I'll be like the first one in there as soon as it's done. But I've seen it as the process is going on. So I saw it when it was just a bare room, and as it's going in, I actually had a call this morning with someone else that's getting married there too, and they asked the exact same question. So they're gonna do it there. Are you guys doing the whole reception inside there, or?
Yeah, we're getting married under the cover area, and then cocktail hour on that kind of patio.
So there will be a cocktail hour on the patio.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're expecting around 200 guests, so he was thinking probably do the tables for dinner outside, or else it wouldn't fit, and then kind of dancing and stuff inside, and the buffet line inside.
So where are you going to actually do the dinner at?
Out on the grassy area.
Grassy area? Okay, sounds good. When it comes to the ceremony, so I'll have one complete setup for the ceremony. And my ceremony setup comes with speakers. It comes with little lapel mics, which is kind of like a lapel mic. So it'll be one for you and one for the person that is marrying you guys. So that's one complete setup. And then as you guys transition to the other area, we can have a completely different setup. So usually it goes from the ceremony into inside, and then we have our second setup there. So we'll have to try to incorporate another setup for dinner. So we have dinner music going on, and more importantly, the announcements and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, cocktail hour usually traditionally happens after the ceremony, before dinner.
Yeah, we're definitely doing that. I don't think we're doing stuff.
Because sometimes they'll at Oswego they'll do like a cocktail hour before as guests are arriving. Then when the ceremony starts, they go over there. But with Oswego, you have once you start that drinking, you get.
I think we'll do the ceremony, and then once the ceremony ends, there might be a half hour or something. But then that's when
It's about a half an hour.
That's when the drinks will start, is after the ceremony.
Yeah. So the way that the cocktail hour usually goes, according to the timeline, is after they switch the room over, dinner is ready to be served, and then you guys are done taking all your guys' pictures. Then we'll do the grand entrance and then go directly into dinner. So it's kind of like when all those things kind of come together, that's when we go in from the cocktail to the dinner.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Good. Yeah.
And then the only thing that we can think about as far as dinner, because usually after dinner's done, we go into speeches, and then we go into the cutting of the cake. So is the cutting of the cake going to be outside, or is that going to be inside that room?
I think inside. Yeah.
Inside.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we'll do is we'll have a transition period, and I'll get on the microphones. And I'm really good at letting people know exactly what's going on as the night goes on, so nobody's like, when do we do this and when do we do this? So what we'll do is we'll transition. I'll tell everybody, hey, we're going to head inside for the rest of the evening, switch the room, go inside, get everybody in there, and then that's when we'll do the speeches and then the cutting of the cake.
Okay.
Cool.
So everybody can kind of be in there and stuff. So
That'll work. It should all be right there, you know. I mean,
yeah,
there's the
exactly.
lawn and there's the event building and that.
It shouldn't take too long, but sometimes you got to get people you got to treat them almost like they're in preschool, especially once they start drinking and people are like, what's going on? So I make sure that people kind of know from there.
Okay.
So the big thing is during dinner time is people being able to hear announcements and what's going on. And my ceremony setup it's just usually one speaker and it covers this area fine, not over there. So we might want to do a wireless speaker that's over here so everybody can hear what's going on. And then that way this doesn't have to be super, super loud. And then when you're thinking about seating arrangements, put all the older guests over here. So it's like they usually seems like whenever I set up my DJ setup, that's where next to the elder guests are, and everybody wants it super, super quiet. So that's one thing to keep into consideration when you're placing people. Nope, I got a thing with Derek. He's like, you're the only one who can be out here. I was like, perfect. Well, he's really strict on the people that he allows out there, and I had one of my coworkers got married there, and he's like, I'm gonna use this DJ, and he's like, he's not on the list. He's like, fine, I'll let you use him. And then after he goes, I'm adding you to my list. So, is it your mom?
So that's how you got with Derek.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how he's like, I don't let anybody in there, and so I have somebody got married there, and he's like, yeah, you're really good, so I'm gonna add you to my list. And he goes, your mom was like, Derek is like your biggest fan. I was like, oh, okay. He's funny.
Yeah.
He's really cool.
It was funny because we went out there last weekend, again, to kind of look at the progress on the, and nervous about that, but we went out there and he was like, have you hired a DJ yet? We're like, no, we have it on our list. He's like, you need to get on it or else DJ Cutt's going to get booked up. We're like, okay.
If you guys do videography, you want a good officiant, because that's mostly what a lot of the videos. Did your mom show you the one I sent her?
Yeah.
So that one was okay. He was their friend, and so it was okay. There was some good audio in there, but most of the good audio in a video is going to come from the ceremony. So what I do is I try to use a lot of your vows and stuff like that, and go beforehand, and that's where a lot of the good audio is going to come from. And it's hard because a lot of people, when they do video, they want, you could have this amazing video, but if you don't have good audio, you're not going to want to listen to it. So it's almost like a cell phone video with really good audio is better. It's more watchable than a really, really good video and bad audio. I don't know if you guys watch videos on YouTube. If the audio is bad, you just you change it up. But a lot of people record stuff with their cell phones and stuff, and it looks good as long as there's good audio. So it's pretty important. I can make a call to him, see if he's available, and then kind of go from there. We teamed up because have you guys been on Wedding Wire at all?
Yeah.
So he got the best officiant for last year, and I got the best DJ for last year. Two styles. There's the cinematic movie, which I do about 90%, and I tell people to do because it's the most interesting to watch, versus you have somebody that we do a documentary style that's 20 to 90 minutes long, and there's so many awkward pauses, and it's not, the one that I sent your mom, that was a cut down version of a 7-minute movie, but it was so action packed, but you still,
That's cinematic.
yeah, it's very cinematic, and you still get the whole story, you know what I mean? It's telling the whole story. So I would help with it, but no, I would have somebody else do the shooting. I have a team of videographers that I pretty much direct them to do what I want, but then after the day, it's going into it, and I would be doing all the editing and creative. It's more or less it's not that hard to shoot. It's kind of like every movie you go see at the movies.
Yeah.
They're using the exact same shooters, the same thing. It's the person telling the story that kind of makes the movie. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Every wedding that I've done in there, I've done uplighting, and that's separate. And you guys kind of tell me how many uplights you guys want, and they're $30 per light. And so it's a LED fixture that sits on the ground and shines up the light. I can show you here in just a little bit what that looks like. And it's single-handedly the biggest dramatic difference in a room. You can take a boring room and now it's super, super elegant. You guys ever seen, like, drove by the Rose Garden at nighttime, how it's all lit up colors? That's uplighting.
Okay.
So I have lots of people that do like tents and they want to string like the twinkly lights, but they spend like, their guests spend like 3 hours trying to set them up, versus these, we come in there, we can set them up, and it's one less thing that you guys have to worry about taking down. Because I know it's a big struggle of like, how much can we do by ourselves without killing ourselves to save money versus, you know, what you want to let somebody else, you know, take care of. The budget is this big to begin with, and I want this, this, and this, and then as it gets down to the day, it's like reality versus wants, and you have to fly people in, and like, I didn't realize this cost this much, and I got to do this now, and I got to cover this now. So
is all of these options on the website?
Not all the pricing, but I will follow up with an email letting you guys know, like, this is what this costs, this is what this costs, this is what this costs. To reserve me for your date, you put down 40% of the $11.95 in a contract, and that's locked me down. I'm not taking any other weddings.
Okay.
Then everything else can be decided, and the final payment's not due till the day of the event.
Yeah.
4 o'clock. Okay, that's a good time. I tell people they're like 4:35, and what's kind of different about Oswego Hills is you got 10 o'clock and you're done.
You're done.
And so I tell people if they're thinking about walking at 5, it's like either bump it up a half an hour or an hour, because you have no extra time on the back end if you want it to go, you know.
Especially because I think you said cutting off alcohol at 9, so to try to fit all of it in.
Yeah, so that's pretty much from the cocktail hour till 9. And so what I tell people is, like, if you want to walk at 4, even think about on your invitations saying like 3:30, because usually the ceremony starts 15 to 30 minutes later because people are getting there. Then after that, you got pictures. You have a lot of time for pictures, but that might go longer because you're looking for family members and, you know, stuff like that. Or catering is not, you know, who knows if it's, usually they're really good out there, but, you know, all these different things that you can, like, it's easier to take away than try to add time. Or if you're having like a really, really good dance party and you're like, sorry, we got to go home, you know. So that's just one thing to consider. I don't care when you guys want me to start, but there's no time on the other end to try to get that back.
You know, do you kind of keep the party going? Kind of, are you like?
I would hope so.
Yeah. I mean,
yes, I'm very, very hands-on. I do a lot of coordination of letting people know where it is. I try to just interject myself enough to people know what's going on, but I don't want to make people feel, or you guys feel, like I'm trying to be the star or take over the night. Enough so people kind of have direction of what's going on, especially when people start drinking, they forget. And so if you guys become a client, I give you a client login, and it's pretty much the date and then your guys' last name. When you log in, I give you these planning forms. And everything that I'm about to talk about is in this video. So the first is just a general planning form. What this is you put all the information that I need to know, the start time. Then you say, cocktail music, yes. Tell me kind of just what type of music you guys like. Dinner music, what do you guys want? Grand entrance or introductions, what do you guys want? What style of dinner, cutting of the cake, and all these different songs, all this information I need to know.
all right. Well, thank you.
Yeah, do you guys have any other questions?
I don't think so. None that can't be answered. After the fact, so we're not going to hold yet.
Cool.
All right, so we just finished our wedding meeting here at Starbucks, and now we are on our way to our next site. 2 down, 1 more to go. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys could leave a comment down below if you guys have any questions about this video. If you could give a little thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. Please subscribe. More videos like this to come.